Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world away. We now got issue 32 of Hachette Partworks, Build the Terminator. Okay, in this one, we're going to be completing the whole of the right arm, which includes the shoulder as well, which is why we got the right arm there. Let's just show you what we got to do. It's quite in-depth, this is. There's not many pieces in this one, as you can see from that. But we are going to be putting this together, which means we're going to need the right-hand shoulder joint, which was the first one that we created, not the one that we did in the last issue. And we're also going to need this part that we did work on in the last issue, just that part there. We're also going to need the Allen key. I believe this was from issue 28. We're going to need that in this one as well. So get that to hand. And last thing we're going to need is some glue. And if you watched my video yesterday, I had to go out and get this from the range. It's called Glue It. It's only £1. And that's the glue I use. So as you can see, this is what we're going to be doing. And at the end of it, we're going to have a full arm with the shoulder joint attached there. And this is what's really funny. Look what's coming in the next issue. We've got accessorize and articulate the left shoulder. Accessorize. It's like we're going to give our Terminator earrings and perhaps a nice necklace and perhaps a headband. That's what it sounds like to me. Just tickled me, that did, but there you go. Anyway, look, without further ado, let's get cracking. Okay, first things first, I'm just going to put some glue just into my little trough here. Not a lot, just enough to make a big blob like that. And then put that to one side, because the pieces we need are this piece here, and on one side it looks like this, and on the other side it looks like that. As you can see, you've got the 4 lug holes, which once again, we've got another one of these little, I call them ratchets, I don't know what they're called, but with the lugs the other side. And this is quite simply just going to be glued just into this section here. But what we are going to need to do is put glue, this time on the lugs rather than the plastic bit, because as you can see, there's nothing for it to stick to otherwise. So I've got my cocktail stick, so let's do that now. Put them all around the lugs. 1, 2, 3, 4. It really doesn't matter how you plaster that on there, because you're never going to see this. Just make sure that when it's put on though, that it sits in absolutely perfect like that. Now we're going to be bringing across the right hand shoulder joint, which we had fully completed in issue 28. And on the bottom here, as you can see, we've got that sort of design there with 2 screw holes. We're going to be putting this in the place of that. Now, as you can see, you've got a little indent there, which is going to help you line up that indent with there. So when we put this on, it's going to fit perfectly flush there. Now we're going to need to put some screws into this, and the screws that we want are 3x6mm screws. They do provide 2 screws in this build. We've got some really long ones, which are more like 10mm by the look of it, and we've got the smaller ones. It's the smaller ones that we're going to be putting in. So I'm going to line that up, just like that. Get this loaded up, and then we'll screw this in. There we go. That's the first screw in. Just put the second one in again. Once again, I do believe they gave us some spares. So they've provided 3 of these, but we're only going to need 2. Get this last one in as well. And as I'm tightening it up, you'll see it will close the gap around the side. Nice and tight. There we go. That's fully in. And there we go. That's that piece of the shoulder completed. Again, just like that. I was going to put that to one side because we need the piece that we were working on in the last issue, issue 31, looking just like that. And we've got a piece, a metal piece, which is coming in this issue. And as you can see, on this side it's round, but on this side you have got flat sections on the top and the bottom. And that mirrors the flat sections that you can see in this there. Look, you've got flat the top and the bottom. And this is just quite simply going to be slotting in there, nice and flat, so it looks like that from that end and that from that side. Then we've got to bring over the big heavy arm, looking just like this. So on this side of the arm, we've got where it looks like we're going to be putting a screw. On the other side, it's just a complete circle there. I'll show you on the close-up camera. It's where this circle is, where this piece that we've just holding together is going to go just like that. Now when you revolve it round, it should click into place and there's no gaps around the side there. Once we've got that, we want to take the shoulder joint that we had and hold it this way round so that we've got this detail on the top and this here, the ratchets either side. So when it goes in, I'm going to put this back in here because it just fell out. We're going to slot it in the gap between them. It's going to be a bit tricky to get this in, but once it's in, it should slot in lovely, like that, and smooth. I believe this bit's going to fall out if I don't keep hold of it. So that now joints in, and now we just need to complete this all together. To do that, they provided a rod. This is all metal, this is, and this rod is going to be going into this side here. Once again, as you can see on this side, you've got a flat top and a flat bottom, so you can orientate this the correct way round. So we'll put that in now. There we go, that's fully in. And then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to drop one of the Allen key screws. As you can see, it's got Allen key top on there, just down the top here. Like that. We'll get our Allen key and we're going to screw all of this together. So get that in. Make it tight. Doesn't have to be too tight though. There we go. And that now, as you can see, is able to be moved like that. And that is the full arm piece completed with the joint at the top there. Don't quite know how I can display this on camera. There we go. I've zoomed out just a little bit so you can get a full idea of the full arm piece there. But that is looking really good. I love that. Let me show you on the camera that I talk to you peeps on, so you get an idea. Put it against my right arm here, how it's going to look. See, half the size of my right arm. But that is one hell of a nice piece, isn't it? It's looking good. And that is heavy. I reckon probably about just over 1 kilogram, I reckon. Because there's more metal than plastic in there. But let's put that down, because the next issue, as I said, we're going to be accessorizing. If you're watching this live, or as in today, which is Thursday the 10th of October, there's a live stream tonight, so come along to the YouTube channel at 8 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time, and we'll discuss all sorts of things modelling world hobbyist related. As a matter of fact, we talk about anything. And if you did like that video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Until next time, take care. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please remember to give it a like. And if you haven't done so already, please remember to subscribe. Take care.